Existe alguma coisa melhor que viajar? Claro que sim! Viajar com até 50% gasolina desconto. Como doido?
Great dear friends around the world, wherever you are, I welcome you to this brief program being today, 7th of September 2021. This is approximately 1 p.m. in the blessed and the holy land of Biafra. I am not going to take much of your time in this brief. It's going to be a very quick one. I want to use this opportunity to pray from the psalm which was directed by our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today we are praying from Psalm 100 because we are men and women of light in that particular continent in Africa. So that's why we must do everything before we engage in anything. We must pray. Now, I will pray from Psalm 101 to the end. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gate with thanksgiving, and unto his court with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good. His mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generation. Amen. I want to use this opportunity as well to thank all the widows, all the virgins from all the states of Biafra whom God touches their hearts to engage in the 7-day prayer were reviewed by a particular servant of Most High God. I want to thank them seriously for their sacrifice to engage the situation we are into prayer without being paid. By doing that voluntarily, I say Elohim will surely reward them endlessly. He said, he said, he said. I want also to commend the spirit and the wonderful wisdom and understanding that have been portrayed by the heirs of this struggle, HODs and the DOS in the struggle of Biafra. I want to thank them on behalf of all Biafrans worldwide. I want to thank the man at the head of this department, Mazi Chika Edozim, and the rest of them. I say, may Chukwuka Kabiyama continue to reward your good work and your good ideas in this struggle. He said, I also want to thank Mazi Simon Epa. I want to thank every media warriors in this struggle. I want to thank the group of Igodomigodo. I want to thank so many other women that understand the price and the importance of living in a free society, while other women are on the internet misbehaving, then have extinguished themselves to engage in what is very important and what will go down into history. I thank all the women who are coming out on social media to hear their voice for the world to understand the plight that our people are going through. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama bless these women as well. I want to thank the World Igbo Congress. You know, there is people who are behind the camera who are contributing mightily in this struggle. I thank them specially concerning the success which they have put together in this struggle. I say, may Chukwu Kikabiama protect and guide them and reward them heavily. He said, my briefing today is actually a word for the wise. I want to call the attention of these notorious criminal politicians from the eastern region of Nigeria, which is called Biafra originally. Before I go into more deeper concerning this word of advice, I want to refer them to some particular engagement of law enforcement agents in the developed world, or may I call it the authorities of developed world. First of all, I will start from the method of engagement of authorities of Italian government. Because I was once lived there. There is a way the Italian authority always handle a criminal case. Firstly, they are developed to the standard that there is nothing you do that they are not aware of it. And Israel government has this method also of handling criminal activity in their nation as well. Now, first I will give a reference to the Italian pattern of handling criminality before I engage in the one of Israel. In Italy, whatever you do from the day one you engage into it, authorities knows that you have engaged into that particular act. But there is a way they handle this case. How they handle the case is this. They will allow you to engage into that criminal activity. They will give you some period of time. If you are engaged into it with respect, they will allow you to be for a period of time. And why they allow you to be, because they have taken the record of your financial status. So they will allow you to be, whereby when you engage into it, they know the particular minute, the particular hours and day you enter into such crime. They will allow you. Then they will watch you progress from it. If you are not abusing the grace, then as allow you to progress from it if you are not abusing the grace. They will watch you. They will be monitoring you. And monitoring has evidence of all your participations and your engagement in that particular activity. They will be keeping the record on the table of authority that is concerned in that particular area. They will be counting your income for you. They may watch you buy your first car, second car, third car. Then at the point in time, they will approach you by controlling you. What it means that that's controlling you. But the first time of stopping you on the road or coming to your house to check your activity. When they come, they need some evidence to get hold of you. Not that they have enough evidence in the office, but they need a present evidence. That particular moment. Then when they actually approach you without evidence at that particular moment, they will allow you to be. Then you will think that you are too smart to, to may have beat them. They will ignore you. They will go back to their camera again. They will keep on piling and piling. Even the very day they approach you, they will still keep the record. All this thing is to nail you to the cross when the time comes. Then at a particular time, if you eventually realize yourself and know that crime is not something that you should continue into, and you quit to utilize that particular finance you may have raised from that particular activity and engage in a legal order business that is acceptable to the government and remove your hand from that crime, they will allow you to be forever. They know the time you stop, they know the time you transfer that particular fund into engaging into a legal business that will make you become a better person to yourself and your family. They will allow you to be forever. Then they will keep on monitoring you. At the period of time they see that you are not involved anymore, they will allow you to be forever. Nobody will touch you. That shows the heart of repentance. What the story the analysis I just give to you right now is verifiable. If you want to verify or to ask questions, those that live there, they will testify to you what I just said. I know most of the activities of government of the world. The same pattern in Israel. The same pattern. So I don't want to wasting time engaging in Israel. That's why I mentioned Italy and Israel. That is the I believe other countries as well are like that. Other developed world are like that. But the day you continue to be addicted to crime, that's what they call addicting. You have been addicted to crime, then you have yourself to blame. Then the full heavy law that concerning the crime you are engaged will fall on you without excuses or mercy. And this word goes to the politicians from the eastern region of Nigeria. We have been watching for a decade your activities in that land in the name of politics. We have been watching how you have afflicted pain into the destiny of millions of Biafrans from that particular territory called the eastern region of Nigeria, Biafra land. For a very period of years, these activities of yours have been ongoing without any remote of repentance or any remote of retracing your steps. rather than to be decreasing, is increasing year by year, month by month, week by week, day by day, hour by hour. Then these have been ongoing, and we are very, very concerned about the future of our people if you may allow this to continue, or if we throw our eyes away, thinking maybe tomorrow will be better. So that's why we, the generation, this 21st century generation, have taken it upon our shoulder to draw your attention. You know, there is something in this world when someone is engaged in one particular unwarranted activity, and if nobody call the attention, he may think he is too smart, that the people have never discovered what is on ground. So that's why I have come to let you guys to know that we fully understand what is on ground. And I am speaking the minds of over 70-something million Biafrans in this very brief statement today. We are, on behalf of all Biafrans worldwide, home and abroad, I want to advise every political figures in that region, eastern region of Nigeria, Biafra land. The criminal activities and the crime against the people of Biafra is becoming so notorious. And at this point in time, we will not ignore this engagement anymore. Your engagement in our land is endangering the lives of our children, the lives of our women, the lives of our fathers and mothers in our land. Your greed, your hatred against your own people has caused so much damage in the lives of people from this region. Our youth are in various prisons all over the world. Simply because of your engagement over the people from that region. So many women from that the same region are engaged in prostitution against their will, just to put food on a table, because of your dubious, notorious criminal activities against the people. And recently, you have changed your strategy. The people of Biafra decided to sit at home voluntarily, despite the head and the authority that concerning the struggle initiated the sit at home, Monday sit at home, you know, in solidarity to the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the only man who have ever in the history of that region genuinely speak for his people. And out of this great love, the people decided, even when the authority that concerned called off the sit at home because of we are Republican and democratically in nature. When people suggested that no, there is too much hardship in the lives of our people. And for that reason, the body that initiated that sit at home decided to call it off because they have a listening ear. There's something they call leadership with a listening ear. They listen to the opinion of the people, and they decided to say, okay, we call it off for now. And surprisingly, the people amazed everyone. I must tell you that the body of DOS are not angry concerning the disobedient by the millions and the masses of Biafra by sitting at home voluntarily, because this sitting at home now is not enforced by any group or by the authorities of the struggle. It is voluntarily, and they are watching very carefully how our people are amazing, the kind of amazement they have received so far concerning the character of our people. They are happy that people are doing it voluntarily, because these notorious criminals in politics made it to be a game of blame. They said they enforced people to sit at home against their will. And now that the people are voluntarily doing that, the world have discovered what is truth. And the body of DOS are very, very happy over that. Now, while people decided to express their love and their feeling towards your behavior, you change your strategy. How did you change your strategy? While they are at home, you organize your political talks accompanied by DSS with their camera, pretending to be people of Biafra, burning down their business places, burning down truck that conveys goods worth millions of naira. I believe it have come to the point that the millions of Biafrans are saying enough is enough. This your heartless and the notorious engagement will no longer be business as usual from henceforth. We are calling on you to have a rethink. We are calling on you to desist from this crime against your own people. We are calling on you to seize what you have stolen for the years and utilize it and become a better person to yourself. In regards to the reference I give from the beginning of this brief, how Italian government and the Israel government runs their nation concerning criminals. This call is called a call of final grace. Biafrans are calling you for a final grace. You have made millions, billions. You have acquired so much properties from these notorious activities against the people of Biafra. But I am calling on you today once again to go into your privates and have a very deep thinking concerning this very call. Quit from this engagement and become a better person to yourself. Because in every continuous engagement in criminal activity has a very grave consequences, which may not be favorable to you and your family. In Abia State, there is a report of rampant kidnapping ongoing recently. But after our secret investigation on this report, we discovered that politicians have mobilized their thugs and armed them to carry out kidnapping business again in our land, Biafra. I am calling those children that you have convinced and planted this evil seed in them. I am calling the attention on this brief today as well. This youth, the men who have advised you in this engagement, they are not your friends. They don't mean well for you. The fight of IPOB is only the fight that meant well for you. The road they have shown you is destructive at the end. So I am calling on you to quit. Abandon these unrepentant men in politics who have mobilized you to engage in this uncalled for acts. Desist from it and be on the side of your people for a better future. And think of your parents, think of your family. Don't bring tears into the eyes of your mothers and fathers. Don't bring disgrace to your family members in your engagement, because there are going to be a very secret surveillance concerning your activities. And when you are caught, you are not going to take into police station. You are not going to be detained. You are going to be killed instantly. Reason is this: because they have mobilized you to carry out crime against your own future. And as soon as you do that, the same body that mobilized you will arrange a terrorist bodies in disguise of police to go to bars and restaurants and a gathering place where people gather to make themselves happy. And they will raid the environment, and they will whisk them away and torture them, innocently torture them, and enforce them to succumb to the crime they did not commit. Most of them, when they have seen that they have died under being tortured, they will now shoot them with numbers of bullets and display them on camera in the name of kidnappers and bandits in our region, which is not anywhere to be found. So this is the reason why you will be killed, because your activities have led to the death of so many innocent youths. In other way, they are doing that to tarnish the image of IPOB because they have run out of ideas. So the ideas that remain with them now is a disastrous one, a damaging one, because the idea of confirming the false reports tendered before the table of G7 and the world that matters. While Nnamdi Kanu has been kidnapped and be detained against the will and the law of international standard, the world discovered that the report they confirmed was false. Now, the world have secretly condemned them for lying against their own people to them. So they have run out of idea. So the idea that remains is idea to cause chaos, to cause nuisance in a peaceful society of Biafra. The world knew that Biafrans are lovely people, are very, very accommodative in nature. But they want to bring a black paint and pour on a white, which is not supposed to be. Great Biafrans, lovers of freedom, I am calling on all the meaningful and the good citizens of Biafra, both home and abroad, to caution your uncles in politics, your fathers in politics, your mothers in politics, your sisters in politics, your brothers in politics, several of your family members in politics, because I will make a parable in Igbo language, in the language of the ancient. Onwere ihe a na-akpọ in Igbo asị ofu aka rụta mmanụ. You know oil. When a finger dip into oil, let me just make the parable in English for the benefit of those who are not understanding this ancient language. When a finger dip into oil and lift and pull itself out from the oil and put that finger like this, the oil will spread to other fingers. This parable, I cannot explain more deeper. It is for the wise. That's why I am giving you the message to pass to these uncles, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers, and family members in politics. You know the consequences of what I mean. The oil will spread down to the other fingers. These other fingers are innocent, but this particular finger that dip into oil have caused a stain to the innocent fingers. Therefore, from me, from here, it is good morning. This briefing statement to advise these notorious criminals in politics has come to an end. And finally, sorry, finally, this opportunity which have been given to them today free from me on behalf of Biafrans may not be seen again in their entire life. So I want them to digest this particular few minutes briefing and use their tongue to count their teeth. You know yourself better than we know you. There will be no excuses when the time comes. Thank you.